guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are talking about one of the most important but most dreaded topics out there, which is job search.
Yeah, whenever someone comes to Canada on PR or for study like us, this is something which always comes up.
Yeah, and not only that, the anxiety related to job search also comes up, and that's really stressful. And today we are here to give you a few tips that we came across during our job search. And honestly, most of those tips are Amit's tips because Amit, you graduated, I think, in December
2020.
2020. Okay.
Yeah, so basically, I graduated in December of 2020, and it took me a good 7 months to find a full time job in my field.
7 months, right? Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
long time to wait for a job. Yeah.
But owing to this particular job search, I gained some valuable skills
Okay.
and some techniques which I personally used to find a successful role in my particular field.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? Not only that, he told me about those techniques, and I used those techniques. And by the time it was my time to get a job, which was in May 2021,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and it literally took me like 2 months to find a job. Like I found the job in June actually, and then I was employed in July. So like one and a half months. So these tips are really good and they're so useful. And honestly, Amit has so much to share because he has been through this process for a longer time. And please do stick around to the end of the video because he has a really good tip about texting. And yes, you did hear that correctly, it is texting, and we'll find out soon why.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Amit, you were talking about a yes method that you used. Tell us more about this yes method.
So the why for the yes method stands for your role. Now, what that means is you need to completely understand what particular role you want to work in. Like, for example, by degree, I'm a mechanical engineer, but mechanical design engineer is particularly not the only role that I can work for. And for your case, you're an urban planner, but junior planner or intermediate planner, those are not the only roles that you can work for, right?
Yeah, urban design is also another role that I can work for. Yeah.
So that is why it's important to narrow down to what particular role you want to work in. For example, when I was looking for jobs, I was applying for all sorts of roles like mechanical design, quality assurance, and anything related to manufacturing. But in the end, I found my particular role that I'm currently working in product management. Now, that is completely different for some people, but not particularly for in my case because I had already worked a bit of in product management. But for just to give you an idea, you have to have a concrete idea of which particular role you want to work in.
Yeah, exactly. And so let's move on to the E of yes. So E was employers, right?
Yeah. So the E stands for employers, and the way you can find your employers is I hope everyone who's watching this video has a LinkedIn account. And what I want you to do is please log in to your LinkedIn account and on the search bar, just go with the yes part of the yes method and apply the role that you're looking for. Just search for the role. Once you search for the role,
just like search it in the field up there, right?
Yeah.
Just put the role in the field up there and hit enter basically.
Yeah.
And do you need to like select something like companies or something?
Yeah. So wherever you are in the world, just try to go into the options tab and look for that specific location. Because what it will do is it will basically show you the list of employers which are currently in that location, in the role and the field that you want to work in. Now, once you have all the list of the employers, you can basically go down the list and try to figure out what are the employers that you particularly want to work with, which employer interests you the most, and stuff like that. Now, once you have that particular list, I know it's a bit tiring to go through each and every employer. And once you have that list, it's going to be even more tiring trying to find contacts within those employers. But trust me, there is a huge positive side to it.
Yeah, and this is a race that you definitely want to run because it yields a lot of results in the end. So just to summarize, know the roles that you're applying for, everything that you can diversify into, search that into LinkedIn and get a list of companies that offer that role, correct?
Yeah.
What do we do next? I think we go to the socialize, which is the S
Yeah.
part of it, right?
Yeah. So the S from the yes method stands for socialize. Now, by socializing, what I mean is, before COVID, pretty much everything that we know about socializing was in person and
Yeah.
physical in nature.
Yeah.
But after COVID or during COVID, it is anticipated that most of the communication that you are going to have with your future colleagues or with potential employers, that is going to be virtual.
Yeah.
Now, what that means is your written communication skills are going to be tested way more often than it would be in pre-COVID scenarios.
Yeah. In pre-COVID scenarios, definitely like verbal communication was so important, but like during and post-COVID, written communication is so important. So, guys, a really good tip here, don't go out to any contacts on LinkedIn and just be like, hey, I like your company, what's up, how are you, tell me how I can apply. No, don't do that. Write a personalized note, even along with your connection request that you send to them. Write a good personalized note. And what should you write in the note, right? So what should we write in the note?
So what I would suggest is research a bit about the person or the company that you're trying to reach, and once you do that, you have to have a very short and concise message telling the person that why you are particularly interested in that particular role or that company.
Yeah.
So the way you can do that is you can simply write a message like, hi, my name is so and so, and your occupation, you're a student, you are working somewhere or anything like that. And you can show your interest by, you can just write the fact that, this is something that I liked about your company, or this is something that I liked about this particular role that you particularly posted. The reason to do this is the fact that not a lot of people, when they approach recruiters or potential colleagues, they don't include a personalized message.
Yeah.
And that's why it's really important to
Yeah, I used to not include a
Yeah.
personalized message. Yeah, but it's really important to do that.
Because that goes to show that you are actually interested and you really want to have a role at that company.
Yeah. So yeah, those are some really good points. And so, do we want to move on to the next technique now?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so the next part is having an online presence. And the way to have an online presence is by posting regularly.
Mhm.
Now, it can be on social media platforms, it can be on LinkedIn, whichever platform that you find most comfortable with in terms of looking for a job, that you choose that platform. Now, once you have that platform and once you start posting regularly, it will take some time for you to gain that traction.
Mhm.
But once you have that traction, once you start, looking at people who are liking your posts or commenting your posts or basically interacting with your posts, as the number of people increase, that's how you would understand that your user base is basically increasing.
Yeah.
And that's what you would want to have when you're looking for a job, because once you have that user base, all the people in your network will know whenever you're looking for a job. And once they know that, they probably know someone else who can help you out with that. So you have your connections, their connections, and connections of connections, which are basically the third connections, which can help you with your job search.
Yeah. So basically, this thing has to happen over a elongated period of time. Yeah, like this is not like, okay, I'm gonna make my LinkedIn profile today and then just vomit all over it.
Yeah.
You have to consistently keep posting. So now, like, what do you post, right? So you can post about your interests, your hobbies, anything that you did at school, anything you did in your past, like work experiences, any sort of volunteering opportunities. Post positively about that, and also interact with other people's posts. Comment on them if they are like trying to invoke sort of a conversation. Reply to that conversation via comments, and then that will basically increase your viewership. What it's going to do is that it will make your profile more visible to recruiters. So recruiters can directly see your profile and they can see the activity that you have done throughout. So that is super useful when looking for a job. So yeah. So now I would like to go to the third point, which I found extremely useful. So that's basically ATS. Now, what is ATS? ATS is basically an applicant tracking system, yes? So what that is it's an AI-based software basically which matches the keywords from the job to your resume. So what happens is that in big companies, when you apply for a job, there's like hundreds of resumes, like especially in Canada, there's like hundreds of resumes for any position. So what this AI system does is it matches those keywords and then it shortlists the resumes that have an ATS compliance of at least like 85 to 90%. So the good thing to do, if you know about the ATS, the best thing to do would be to make your resume ATS compliant. And I know you told me about a website for that, right? What was the website?
Yeah, so the website is called JobScan.
Yeah.
Now, with JobScan, what you can do is you have two sections. As soon as you open JobScan, you will see two sections. On one section, you can put the actual job description that you came across, and then on the other section, you can put your resume. Now, what JobScan will do is it will scan through your resume and match it with the job description that you have posted and give you a percentage rating, which would say how much of percentage of a match is there of your resume according to the job.
Yeah.
Now, what we suggest is it's always better to have more than 90% of a match.
Yeah, 85 is also good, honestly. Like, but 90 is, yeah, aim for 90 so that you at least get 85, right? So yeah, aim for that, and then what that will do is once you get shortlisted by the ATS system, your resume will actually reach in the hands of a human recruiter who can actually review it. So many times, think about it, you must have applied for maybe like so many job applications and you never got a response, and then 3-4 months later down the line you're like, this position has been filled. The reason for that is because your resume was not ATS compliant. So what this technique will do is it will actually get your resume into the hands of a human person who will look at your resume and perhaps call you for an interview if you're suitable for the role. We'll definitely link the JobScan website in the description below. And just a bonus tip from my end. So the bonus tip is that connect with hiring managers or recruiters even if you have applied for the job. Because you know what? Once you apply for the job, that's not it. You need to connect with the recruiter for that job and find out what's going on.
Yep.
So sometimes it also, like this happened to me. I applied for a job and I reached out to a recruiter later after like 7 or 8 days, and they didn't even get my resume. But then when I actually reached out to them and I told them I've applied for this role, somehow, I don't know what papers they went through, they came, like they were like, okay, now we have your resume and we have looked at it and we would like to call you for an interview. So, you know, like it's really important to reach out to recruiters and establish that human connection. That's really, really important.
Yeah. So basically, to sum it up, there is no perfect way or a magic bullet that you can use to find a job. The techniques that we have shared, the experiences that we are sharing through this video, those experiences helped us, may help some other people as well. Now, once we say that, it's not like it's end of the world and you won't be able to find a job. Definitely there are other ways to do that as well. We definitely would like to have more interaction from you all so that we know what kind of videos that you want to have with regards to job search, because we have a ton of more information on this topic.
Yeah.
It's just that this video is going to be way too long if we try to cover all of that into this video.
Yeah.
So that's why please comment down below and let us know what you would want to know about job search. And just another tip from my end, there are a lot of job search strategists on LinkedIn. Do check them out, do follow them, do interact with them and comment on their posts so that you get to know more tips as you move ahead with the job search.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And so guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope that these techniques that we shared today with you are useful in your job search. I know they will be if you do them right and actually follow our method. Like, don't even hesitate to go back and look at the yes method, because that's like super important. If you follow that, you will definitely get some traction on LinkedIn and that will definitely help you in your job search. So guys, yes, that is pretty much it. And
Yep.
as you know, we have just started our YouTube channel, so it will be wonderful if you can interact with our content so that we can keep doing this. So please like our videos, and a very important part is that you comment below to let us know if you want us to dive deeper into any of the topics that we covered today. So how to exactly, connect on LinkedIn, step-by-step processes, how to crack the ATS system, how to hack the ATS system basically. And we can definitely make more videos to help you guys out. So let us know down below and share our video with your friends who are looking for jobs so that they can also make use of these wonderful techniques that Amit and I partially have discovered over our job search scene. So thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope to see you guys in our coming videos.
Thank you so much.